Alright TM Nation, so quite a few of you all have asked me what my favorite small Bluetooth speaker is, since most of my speaker videos are on medium to larger sized ones. Well, today I have picked 3 of my favorite small Bluetooth speakers, so you have options to choose from. No matter which one of these speakers you pick, they are all portable enough to throw in a backpack and take with you on the go. They all offer at least 20 hours worth of use on a single charge, and they're also impressive in the sound quality department. First, we're going to take a look at the Treblab HD77, and I got my first one of these many years ago, and this thing has withstood the test of time. For the spec highlights, it is going to give you about 20 hours of use on a single charge. It has an IPX6 rating, making it fine against splashes of water, and it also has a built-in mic for voice calls. Overall, in terms of the size, this is going to be the smallest out of the bunch, just slightly. But in my opinion, it's just a solid all-around small Bluetooth speaker that you can't go wrong with, because it definitely gets loud for the form factor. But that being said, let me provide you guys with my call quality test and my audio quality test so that you guys have an idea of how this speaker performs in those areas. Okay guys, so right now I have the HD77 paired to my iPhone 13 Pro. The audio that you're hearing is coming directly from the microphone on the speaker. Now I am not going to do any type of editing to this audio, and I'm just going to turn it around a little bit to see if this impacts the way it picks up my voice. But this should give you a pretty good idea of how this speaker will perform for voice calls. Next, we have the Tribit StormBox Pro, and this is another speaker that I've had for quite some time now. This one's gonna be the second smallest out of the bunch, but do not let the size fool you. It can fill up a medium-sized room with sound with no issues. Battery life wise, the StormBox Pro packs a 10,000 milliamp hour battery that will give you about 24 hours of use on a single charge, but one feature that this one has that the HD77 does not is the power bank feature. It does have a USB-A port in the back that you can use to charge your phone if you're on the go, or pretty much anything else that can charge via USB. This is a nice feature to have if you're going to be out at the park, the beach, or something of that nature, and you're going to be out there for a while. You don't have to worry about your phone going dead. But besides those features, the StormBox Pro also does have a built-in mic so that you can take and make voice calls. For the water resistance, this one is packing an IP67 rating, making it dust and water resistant. So if you want to take this one to the pool or the beach with you, splashes of water will not harm it, or if it happens to get caught out in the rain, it'll be okay. And overall guys, the performance that you get out of this speaker is solid. Let me get into my call quality and sound quality test so that you guys have an idea of how it performs. And now I have the StormBox Pro paired to my iPhone 13 Pro. This is also going to be completely unedited audio coming from the microphone on the speaker. And I'm just turning the speaker around to see if that impacts the way it picks up my voice. And that being said, I'll upload this and we'll check it out. The last speaker that we're going to take a look at is the JBL Charge 3, and I never did a YouTube video on this speaker, but I've owned it for a while. I can't remember what promotion I got this speaker from, but I remember I bought something and the speaker came with it for free. As far as the features, similar to the StormBox Pro, this one does have a built-in power bank function and a 6,000 milliamp hour battery. That's going to give you about 20 hours worth of use on a single charge, and as for the water resistance, this one is going to give you IPX7, which is going to protect it completely fine against splashes of water. You also do have the ability to take and make voice calls with this speaker, but one thing that you want to keep in mind is that it is an older Bluetooth speaker, so it has some older tech. The HD77 and the StormBox Pro are both using Bluetooth 5.0. This one, on the other hand, is using Bluetooth 4.1. This being the case, depending on what type of device you have the JBL Charge 3 connected to,
to if you're going to be watching YouTube videos, Amazon Prime movies, or movies through any other app, you could have some slight lag there and some audio desync. I have not had this experience with the HD77 or the StormBox Pro, so if you plan on buying the JBL Charge 3 for movie night, keep this in mind. But other than that, guys, the Charge 3 is built like a tank and it does sound good as well. Let's get into the sound samples.
The JBL Charge 3 paired to my iPhone 13 Pro. This will also be completely unedited audio coming directly from the microphones on the speaker. As you can see, I'm turning it around to see if that impacts the way it picks up my voice. I'll upload this and we'll check it out.
So taking everything into consideration, guys, picking my favorite is difficult because they all have features that I like, to be completely honest. Price-wise, the HD77 is gonna provide the most bang for your buck at around 85 bucks. The next closest option is gonna be 102 bucks, and that's the StormBox Pro. The JBL Charge 3 is gonna be the most expensive out of the bunch. You can usually find it for about 130 bucks. One other thing that I wanna mention for you guys about these speakers is that the JBL Charge 3 and the HD77 charge via micro USB. The StormBox Pro, on the other hand, charges via USB Type-C for those of you that are concerned about that. So for me personally, as I do own two HD77s, I would much rather buy two of those and be under 200 bucks than to spend over 200 bucks to get two StormBox Pros or two JBL Charge 3s. As I hope that you all were able to hear through the different sound samples, they all sound good for their respective sizes, and even though the HD77 does not have the built-in power bank function, sound quality wise and price wise, I think it's the best choice. Before you get on out of here, if you rock with the channel and your boy Tech Mo, hit that subscribe button and knock that notification bell out so you won't miss any of my uploads. Welcome to TM Nation. Peace.